I had noticed when I was poking around with the wiring that the battery discharge light didn't have a bulb in it. So I took the bulb out of the depressed foot pedal switch or light. It has this little, whoops, it has this little panel here for check oil, depressed foot pedal, disengage attachment, which that one works when you try to start it. But if you can see, the battery discharge check oil light, but the foot pedal one never worked, presumably because I believe that is tied into the operator presence relay circuit. So I swapped the foot pedal's bulb into the socket for the battery discharge, and well, battery's discharging all the time. It's not charging. So something that I had noticed before was that let's take the plug wire off here, that this terminal coming, how this works is this is your positive coming out of the regulator going to the battery, and these two are from the coil and go into the regulator. Well, this wire was kind of burned and crispy. You can see the insulation's split. Well, maybe you can't, but the insulation's split, and the connector was kind of, well, burnt, like to the point where how, like, if copper is overheated, it gets really soft and it doesn't hold its form anymore. So I figured, okay, well, something shorted out at some point, because there is a few other wires on here, on the ignition switch and such, that look to be as if they were overheated at some point in time. Also on the PTO switch, but I'll get into replacing wires here and there as I go, if need be. But I went and I did a test. Obviously the battery was not charging, else the light would not have come on, but either that or the control that runs the light is bad. But I decided to test this. The coils were actually outputting about 40 some volts on full throttle, but I was getting nothing out of this center terminal to ground. So the voltage regulator is toast. So let's get these wires out of the way here so we can access it. Still a bunch of crap in here I haven't cleaned out yet, but I ordered a new voltage regulator. Came from China. It took about a week to get here. Not quite a week, actually. I think it was a little less than a week. But this was actually about 10 bucks free shipping, so good deal, considering these are usually around, I think, 30-40 bucks for one of these. But all we have to do, I believe, is remove one bolt, and I should be able to just pull it out right here. So yeah, let's. All right, so we've got a 3/8 inch socket here, and let's hold on to it by the tabs. We don't want to drop it into the engine. I don't know if there's anything behind it. I think we should just be able to slide it forward here, and it there we go, and it comes right out. So there's the old one, the original Onan part. Obviously the replacement is not Onan branded, but is fairly similar and a lot cleaner. Oh, yeah, that, I just noticed that now, that whole assembly is like lifted out of there. The potting has actually popped out of the housing. So we'll probably actually try and do a teardown on that at some point, see what's inside, see what failed. And all we should have to do is slide this one in. Come on. The original is actually undercut a little bit here, and this one is not. 30 seconds with a small file to file this tab right here down a little bit. And apparently I didn't go far enough. Oh, yeah, I did. There we go. And put our screw back in. Alright, whoops. Alright, let's connect our terminals and see what happens. But as you can see, we have about 12.9 volts on the battery. And our voltage is going up, so our battery is charging. Successful repair. Thanks for watching.